buddy. All right, here we are. Good afternoon, everyone. This is 413 Sports Talk, and I'm your host, Rahim. The young man I'm sitting with today is one of the best hitters I've seen in a very long time. He plays the field so very smoothly and has the ability to make any catch out there or needed or asked upon by one of his coaches. I really can't wait to sit and talk with this guy. He's Hopkins Academy in Hadley, Massachusetts. I'd like to welcome the great Pat Fitzgibbons to the show. Welcome, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Awesome. So glad to have you here, Pat, man. There are a lot of sports out there, but I've never spoken with a true baseball player. You know, I've talked to multi-sport athletes and this, that, and the third. But I have to know, where and when did you fall in love with baseball?
I'm gonna be honest. I grew up playing baseball, but I also grew up playing basketball and soccer too. So all those sports,
Awesome.
whenever somebody asked me what was my favorite sport, I'd always say like just what the season was. But yeah, when I fell in love with baseball, it was probably like maybe
Oh,
sixth or seventh grade, because we actually went on a state tournament run when I was 11, and we actually ended up winning the state finals, and that was a really great experience.
awesome. That's interesting. So all right. So we're speaking specifically on baseball for this one. Have you always been an outfielder? And if not, what other spots have you lined up?
That's another thing. When somebody asks me what position I play, I normally just like tell them wherever you need me, because I couldn't legitimately tell you where I actually play. I played a little outfield on Hopkins, a little third base. I was gonna catch this year. I do a little pitching too, so I don't know. I play a little bit everywhere, to be honest.
Oh, awesome. I like that mentality. That not you're not a specific position per se, but just wherever coach throws you out there, you're just gonna go out there and perform. I love it. I love it. Um, all right, Pat. I've been waiting to talk to you specifically about this. Can you please walk us through that game-winning hit, and what it meant for you in the ball club?
Yeah, going up to the at bat, I was actually swinging on deck, and Faldovic, obviously our three hitter, he crushed that ball down the line. It was a great catch by the left fielder. But I was talking to the guys. I'm like, what do I do? Do I choke up a little, go for contact? And
Mhm.
actually, Andrew Siaglo, the starting pitcher, the kid who threw the complete game, he's like, just go up there with the same approach. So I did
Yeah.
exactly what I do. I got the first pitch, I fouled it off, and then that second pitch was right there, and I hit it right up the middle. And what I told Kyle Grabowski, was that I was just trying to hit the ball on the ground, and I was trying to hit it hard. That's all I was trying to do. Get it through.
No, dude. That's awesome, man. I remember seeing it, man, and I'm sitting there trying to figure out, I wonder what goes through his head when he's getting ready to cream that freaking ball, man. And I guess I was kind of right, man. That's freaking awesome. Playing at such a high level in a sport that is demanding on the body as baseball is. What goes into your weekly preparation, and how do you balance that, let's say, with rest and recovery?
So our team practices normally like 5 times or 6 times a week. Normally, like before a game, we practice a little lighter. We do a little BP, but
Right.
normally later in like the evening, I'll hit like a lift. I'll do some workouts, and I'll always take like a cold shower just to like relax the muscles. Even like a warm
Mhm.
shower too sometimes. But yeah, the biggest thing is like icing. That's one thing that I learned, is you have to ice all the time if you want to be able to perform your best every day. And stretching. Stretching's a very, very big thing that you have to
Mm.
do when playing any sport. That's for sure.
Right. Sounds like you got a pretty solid routine there, man. I like that. I don't know how used to ice baths or anything like that I would be anymore, but man, you got a real solid routine, and that to me that's indicative of your passion for the sport, and it separates to me the good ones from the great ones, or people who are just doing it to pass the time versus somebody who's a self-driven focused athlete. And I want to say that's awesome, dude, that you are already in that mindset. um Here's another one for you. Does your approach when stepping up to hit the ball vary from your at bat to at bat, or is it pretty much the same mentality for everything?
Yeah, that's a great question. Yeah, normally I have the same approach every time until I get to 2 strikes on me, and that's when I try to fight anything off and just put the ball in play.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'll choke up on the bat a little bit more, get higher up on the bat, so I have more control, and I won't have as much as like an open stance. So it's easier for me to see the ball out of the hand, and it's I just try to put it in play at that point.
Awesome. No crap, man. I didn't, man, I just assumed that it was just the same thing for everyone. It was just get up there and kill it. You know what I mean? But wow, that's awesome that you have it broken down like that. Um, Pat, who in the NCAA baseball or in the Major League Baseball, past or present, has inspired your game and why?
One person definitely that inspires my game was Ken Griffey Jr., left fielder for the Mariners. I have a really worn out baseball card in my wallet of him, and yeah, he's definitely one of my favorite players of all time. Just a power hitting outfielder. I love it.
Awesome, man. What a guy to model your game after. Nice person to look up to right there. Speaking of that, what was the best piece of advice any of your coaches have given you along your baseball journey so far?
The biggest thing is to what all my coaches tell me, whether that's my varsity coach right now or growing up playing Little League in Cal Ripken, is stay within yourself, and when good things happen, don't get ahead of yourself. So never get too cocky or anything like that. Be humble and make sure that you're always putting your teammates and the people around you first before yourself, because that's really what makes a team is a bunch of good players that work well together rather than just one that does everything by himself.
All right, most definitely. Very, very sound advice right there. Um, let's see. Are there any other sports that you play in your free time, Pat, or organized as well?
Yeah, it's funny you ask that. Me and the Cody West, I don't know, the nine-hole hitter on our team, and
Yeah.
Andrew Siaglo, the kid who threw the complete game, we actually shot straight to a basketball game coming off of the state semifinal. So
Wow.
yeah, 4 out of the 6 guys on the basketball team were actually on the game that was in the state semifinal. They were all on the team that was in the state semifinal. So
Oh, that's awesome, dude. So the camaraderie, you guys have already played with each other a lot in a different sport. So this is like another walk in the park, huh?
exactly. Yeah, it's a great little community we have in Hadley. That's for sure.
That is awesome, man. What advice can you give to young baseball players who might be coming onto the team this season as a freshman per se?
I think the biggest thing is just to have fun, really, and stay consistent to yourself. So you can't. There's really no days off. You can't take days off. You're always doing something one day.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
and when you're a freshman on a varsity team, or if you're like a young person compared to the team, you have to make yourself comfortable with those kids, and hopefully that those older kids will be role models to you and help you through the process of being like a young person on the team. That's what helped me the most when I'm a young person on a team.
Awesome, man. That is man, true words spoken from a legend in the making. Have you been watching basketball lately? If so, I assume you have. Who's your pick for the finals to win it all and why?
I want D-Book and the Suns. I want them taking it home. Unfortunately, yeah, I need that upset team.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
need the Bucks winning.
Oh yeah, and I think just being a basketball fan, I would really love to see Chris Paul get it, man. I think he's been a standout in this league year in and year out. He doesn't get hurt that much. So definitely a really great point guard. I agree with you on that one. Now, who do you root for as far as the NFL is concerned, Pat?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't watch much of the NFL, but I'm definitely a Patriots fan. For sure, a Patriots fan. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. So what do you think's gonna happen this year? Are they gonna take that leap back into the postseason, or are they gonna kind of like rebuild and have a stinky year? What do you think?
I have a lot of friends that are like really big about the NFL and Patriots, and they're saying that we'll have a pretty good squad this year, considering all we did in the free agency and whatever and whatnot. Yeah, they're saying like we'll have a pretty decent season. They think we'll have a winning record, but like I said, I don't know much about the NFL, but I've heard some pretty good things about the Patriots this year.
No, that's interesting. I haven't really. I've met a bunch of kids who are into all sports, but I haven't really met anyone that's not really that into football. This is interesting. Pat, what can we at 413 Sports Talk expect from you as your illustrious baseball journey continues?
You can expect a state title out of Hopkins Academy this year, I think. We have a very confident
Awesome.
and great pitcher that's going on the mound Saturday, and hopefully we can see Hopkins take home the title. Since 1985, we haven't, so we'll make some history.
Wow. It's been a long time, and you all guys should go on that team and do your thing. 413, I'd like to thank Pat Fitzgibbons for his time on the show today. Man, keep swinging that, keep doing what you're doing, especially in school. I love the fact that we talked about your exercise routine, your rest and recovery. You keep staying with that, dude, and soon, someday, I'm pretty sure we'll see you in the majors, beating the crap out of a ball, sending the balls out the park, and maybe even hitting a couple over the green monster. Who knows?
I appreciate it, man. We'll see you. Thanks for letting
Awesome.
me on.
Have a great day, Pat.
You too.
Yep.